When I first started the computer store in Brookings, Computer Network Systems and Support, Inc., we had a little store over on 6th Street, and one of the things that I did early on, and this time of year, really looking outside today reminds me of the home shows that we did. And the first few years, we started with the Brookings Home Builders Association home show. And was done in conjunction with the radio station. And Lynn Fergan, who was my first contact with Brookings Radio, kind of set it up and all that. And it seemed to go fairly well. So we were also working with the KKCK radio station over in Marshall, Minnesota. And they were having a home show in the mall over there. And so we worked a deal and went over there, and Nicole Weisbeck, who was working for me, and she was Nicole Tully at the time, was working for me, and it was right around the spring break for college, so it kind of worked out pretty well for us. And went over there on Friday, got everything set up, had a little short thing Friday evening, few people wandering around and stuff, but not really, mostly just setting up. We stayed over in a hotel over there that was connected, and there was some kind of a deal worked with the home show, so it was relatively cost efficient to get a couple rooms and just stay over there. The next morning we get up, and it had been a winter like we're having right now in South Dakota, just kind of this snow all the time and very cold and a fair amount of snow. And that's when we first went over on Friday, that was what it was like. And it was actually went over there in a ground blizzard, and it was very icy and stuff. And the next morning, it had kind of changed in South Dakota and or in this area, because this was Minnesota, of course. We kind of get a Chinook wind sometimes, and we got it that year. And it was kind of a dramatic change. Got up in the morning, and the sun was out, and it was kind of a nice day. I mean, we had gone to bed, it was probably 10 above, and when we got up in the morning, it was 35, 40. And so we got all ready and, had breakfast and stuff, and went over to the mall, and it was getting warmer already by then. And we go in, and water was pouring down in the mall from the roof. It was all over in the mall. There was puddles everywhere. It was just a nightmare. Now, we were very lucky that our little area happened to be in one of the middle areas where the roof was in much better shape. And the computers didn't get wet. We didn't actually get wet sitting there and stuff. And it was a very interesting day. Fair amount of people coming through, but mostly they just wanted to see all the water pouring in the mall, and it was just really an interesting thing. It was just all over the place, and again, we were very lucky that the area that we were at was high and dry, in effect. And I did talk to a couple people, but honestly, as far as I know, I never made a single sale that was associated with that. It was kind of in many ways, a complete waste of time, but it certainly was a kind of a different experience. And I'm not sure if Nicole remembers that, but I sure do. And I'm glad I'm not having to go through that again.